This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Did you know that 1 in 4 women, and some say 1 in 5 women, are raped or sexually assaulted on college campuses? Just kidding. Those stats are faulty and unscientific at best. That would mean that sending your child to university in the United States would be akin to sending your child to the Congo, where rape is used as a weapon of war. Today, we'll be discussing the very serious subject matter of girls who cry rape. To any victim out there who has in fact suffered through the horrifying crime of rape, I am extremely sorry to you in every possible aspect. That is horrific, and I'm sorry, and I don't think anything I can say will help you recover. Everyone in society understands the gravity, the severity of what it is to imply a rape accusation, and how that in fact can completely alter the life of the individual in the court of public opinion. You are a pariah, you are toxic, you are taboo, no one wants anything to do with you. The issue we have here in our society, particularly here in the West, is that our media, the leftist narrative, is perpetuating the propaganda that all men are evil. All men are capable of rape. Anyone is really capable of rape if you think about it, but we are being programmed to believe this. And at the same time, we're also being told that women should carry on the same way. Women shouldn't have to go out of their way to protect themselves in any way, shape or form, because women and men are equal. Yet they're not. I'm not really understanding the double standard of that argument there. Television personalities such as Lisa Wilkinson.
And the best way to prevent this crime and keep all women safe isn't by changing the behaviour of women, but by changing the behaviour of men. This might upset some people, but honestly, parents, instead of telling our girls not to walk through parks, maybe we should be telling our boys not to rape them.
These assertions lead the feminist masses to punish our men for the crimes of a minute few. Let me put forth a few examples to you. Sophie Poynton, 22-year-old criminology student who took a cab home one night and offered the cab driver a kebab oil soaked note, and he wouldn't take it. Early on April 22nd, Sophie went to the police station and wrote a statement against the cab driver. The taxi driver was tracked down by police and placed into custody. He was also unable to work for his family of 5. The driver actually recalled Sophie being extremely drunk, and her version of events did not actually line up with his version of events, and there was an operator on the other line that corroborates the taxi driver's version of events. Strange. Sophie Poynton then breaks down in tears and asks if she can drop the charges once the police pressed her a little further. She ended up with 16 months in prison and pleading guilty for perverting the course of justice. That's a win for justice. Not for men, not for women, it's just a win for justice. Juanita Gibson, in the summer of 2002, accused Brian Banks of rape at Polytechnic High School. She falsely accused Brian Banks of dragging her into a stairwell and raping her. Brian Banks was faced with a possible 41-year to life sentence for the act of rape. But instead, he took a plea bargain where he would be in prison for 5 years and then 5 years probation. To add to the audacity of Juanita Gibson, her mother, Wanda Rhodes, decided that both of them decided it would be a good idea to sue the district for $1.5 million because, you know, it's an unsafe place to go to high school. And they won. In March 2011, Juanita Gibson decided to contact Brian Banks through Facebook, and then they met up face to face, where she acknowledged that she actually made the whole thing up. I mean, what a moron. She got away with it. I guess her conscience ate away at her a little bit, one can assume. Brian Banks was very clever though, because he decided to record the conversation, and whilst it wasn't permissible in a court of law, the charges were dropped. Justice prevailed. And we have our last rape accuser, our last liar, Gemma Beale, a serial rape accuser. This woman has in fact claimed that 15 different men at some stage or another have in fact raped her or sexually assaulted her. A judge in fact slammed Gemma Beale as a convincing liar. Thankfully, she is behind bars for the next 10 years. Gemma Beale claimed she was a lesbian with no desire to sleep with men, yet still lodged 15 complaints at some point or another against men trying to rape her. One of those lies led Mahad Kasim to prison for 2 years. This 25-year-old would actually commit so much to her lies that she would self-inflict pain to make the story more real to others. She was actually found guilty in July at Southwark Crown Court for 4 different counts of perverting the course of justice. Judge Nicholas Lorraine Smith said, and I quote, "This trial has revealed what was then not obvious, that you are a very, very convincing liar and you enjoy being seen as the victim. The prosecution described your life as a construct of bogus victimhood." The women who lie about rape, what they don't realize is they're actually cheapening the act of rape. They are invalidating a real story from a real victim by claiming that they've been raped when they really haven't. The response to a rape should be, "Oh my god, let's help her." It shouldn't be, I wonder if she's lying. She's probably lying. Thanks so much guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. All my social media links are in the description box below. And I will see you at my next video or live stream.